in the game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Lawrence going to put it up right away.
Forced out to his left. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
Designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They will run for the first time here with White. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
2nd down and 3. Lawrence.
And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Jamison Williams.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings 0. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Tackle made back at his own 3-yard line.
Back near his goal line. Here's Brady.
This to the former Falcon, Hayden Hurst.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 30 on a play to get way back inside the 30.
That was good protection. That was great protection because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Trayvon Walker.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. Touchdown, Vikings.
Forget about the weapons out there. He knows he's got another weapon for the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offensive coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find him looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
To
taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on? He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, that's approaching.
And that's where I want to start what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
By Trayvon Walker. A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Trayvon Walker, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 43. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but he will wind up incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Waiting on it will be Richie James. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is where close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
After the sack on 1st down, Brady under pressure. They got him again. Jabril Cox in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
No, 66. Shadow.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Cover, cover. Hey, check it.
Diggs going in motion right.
Hey, go 66.
From his end zone, it's Brady on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Divine Diablo. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Lawrence targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Good start, throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Well, they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Again, it's Lawrence. Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Rondale Moore.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 7. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
1st down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. That pass complete to Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. On first down, Lawrence. That pass caught. It's Williams. And out across midfield down to the 45.
So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Pete Warner. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings! Their second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here in that deficit. Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
He's got his man. It's White. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Now he's got it. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 14.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Richie James on the return. The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back it, reload! 72.
Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, 58 yards. The Vikings are able to cut into their deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 21. Jack Fox.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hey, check it.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. He's got the connection to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Brady now on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the set.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On play action, Lawrence rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Rondale Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Vikings 21. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. They're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They got 29 yards that time. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Brady, maybe a free play here. That's complete downfield to James. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
At their own 38-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Lawrence to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right.
Regular.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
Hey, 66. 450.
Now Brady got to have this one. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Alpha. 23 men now.
Now a play fake. Brady. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run pays off to the 2 to 35 yards. Now defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Cover!
Brady to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, check it. Hey, ball 66. Check it, reload. 72.
Now Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Brady. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
To try again after the sack. Brady. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jermaine Johnson, his second sack of the night.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. James has got it, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
To Richie James. A big game on the play.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. This is caught. It's Hardy. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play